In today's impromptu lesson in this specific electromechanical typewriter, it's actually pretty amusing just how complex this thing is, because this typewriter full-on has a centrifugal clutch on this electric motor. So if I pull, you can actually see you got like two poles here which pull outwards. It's kind of crazy. But and then that's twisting on our clutch belt here, which is twisting on our clutch belt here. And we can even see this now in motion. We've got our main drive belt here, which is driving a couple of cams, one on this side and one on this side. And that's basically our timing. As our electric motor goes, these are running constantly. That's our drive belt. As far as I'm able to tell, when a button is hit on this side here, I'm going to attempt to simulate it, but I don't think I'm spinning it fast enough to get it to work. But while I'm holding down the A button here, and I spin this, I had to get a tripod out just to show everything. Nah, it's not going to work. These are pre-sprung. Yep. This is actually the springiness of our keyboard. How typey it is, I think. Is this how hard? Oh, whatever. One or the other. But so this is actually how hard pressing is, because we actually got this bar here, which is tensioning our springs here. When I press on one of the buttons, that determines how much force then gets transmitted through one of the cams here, which in turn smacks the cradle here, which forces our bar forward. Doing so, the entire carriage here hits here. Now my problem is with this space bar. I'm going to hold down this space bar because it does have a repeat in it. You can kind of see it here. So this is the full key reset, so that's not bad. If I attempt to force this, this isn't moving at all. So this is meant to be our space bar, and that isn't advancing our carriage. There we go, you can see it there. Moving. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You can see that there. So, why isn't our system allowing that to advance when our space bar is detached? So we should be able to have this move once just by holding down space, and then if I hold down space, we should see this system move up and down. But it's one not, and if I help it along, there we go, we can see it being picked up there. There's supposed to be a rubber there, there's supposed to be like a rubber buffer there to help with the standoff distance, but that basically turned to hard rock, and then when I pulled it out, it's entirely demolished itself. So I need to replace that with something. But you can see here, it's moving. So all our linkages are moving properly, but something isn't calibrated right, so that it's not able to push the next escapement. Because this is literally clockwork going on here. This is an escapement mechanism. There's a literal clock spring sitting somewhere in here. Oh, jeez. So we've got a literal clock spring sitting right here. If I can get this. And you can kinda see the cogs here. So every single time this gets actuated, the system here allows one cog to move 1, 2 forward, which in turn interacts with the cogs here, which lets this move 1 forward. The fact that this is fully done mechanical, people with full whiteboards, we're just doing it with paper and drafting, because this is entirely full electronics.